Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv / the Xisuma, playing on the Hermitcraft. And the big dig is over. And I filled in the corner over there. If you saw the big dig yesterday, you'll remember there was a big dripstone cave area. Anyways, I've been over here smelting copper. That's probably really obvious. Oh, we're still going. Let's see what the status of all this is. Welcome to the peeps tuning in. Chiwi Pepper, Forgil, Lady Caffey, Lost Land, Ender Dan, Aki2390, Verofin, Daniel's Gaming Pro. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Lots of peeps tuning in. Nice to see. Nice to see. Okay, so how far along are we here? Oh, we're really actually quite close to being finished. Go ahead and put most of this stuff in the other ones then. Not that it all needs to get done 100% right now, I guess. Ah, I fell. Don't have my pick on me. Yeah, let's go grab that. Also still got my fortune one over here. Should probably put that away so I don't get it confused. The old envelope says can't stay long, but we'll catch up later. Cool. Well, stick around for a while. We're doing odds and sods today, like just lots of little jobs that need doing, that kind of thing. Today is a lovely hermit crafting Sunday. I like it. A hermit crafting Sunday. Probably. I really want to like evenly distribute it all, but I'm wasting time here. Let's just plop those in like that. Get a few more ingots out of all of this. That is a lot of... Oh, dang. Fell off. A lot of copper. A lot of copper. The plan today, peeps, is just to do... Like, I've got a list of jobs. There's 3 things that are like top priority in my mind to get sorted out. So, you know how we do. We just go through things one at a time, I guess. There should be, like, where I've been trading with villagers, I press spacebar to repeat the trade a lot. And now I kind of miss it here. Like, I keep pressing spacebar. I don't know if that should be a thing, but it feels like it could work. Like, press spacebar and it will just put that crafting that you were just doing back in your inventory. I think that could be pretty sound. We've got our first noise in the ear here today. It's Foofy32 for 70 months saying... 17 months with a wonderful derp, that's Mr. xisumavoid. Really love your authenticity and how genuine you are, and your excitement for this season is really infectious. Loving your pace this season, it's lovely and relaxed, thank you. I appreciate the lovely message, thank you so much, Foofy. Puts a smile on my face, you know. Let's go and grab those bricks, I wanted those. They were a meaningful smell. How much copper did we get yesterday? That's a great question, I kind of wish I'd actually kept track, but... Well, actually, we can keep track of it. Great timing of your question. We can indeed keep track of all the copper we just earned. Here's the thing. We have to get a few more numbers here. So let me grab the calculator. No, sorry. Let me use the powers of my brain. Like 50... I'm just going to round it up. 50, 50, 50, 50, 100. Okay, now down at this level, let's just say 14, 16. I'm gonna add that up another 40. Okay, divide that by 9 for each copper block, and we get to 26 copper blocks in waiting. 26.6. Okay, then here we have to count all of this up. So that's 9 plus 8, 17. So 17. Wait a minute. 20. No, that's right because I'm counting stacks. Okay, so 17 times 64. No. Let's go back. Yeah, 17 times 64 plus 26 is 1,114 copper blocks, I think. I think that's roughly where we're at. That is a great question, because I really like putting in little statistic things like that. So now we have to go and count the copper that aged overnight, because I had a fresh batch of it. What's the missing item? It's my wings. I kind of need my wings to get... Oh no, I don't need my wings to get out of this room. My horse. Sorry, my horse. I'm going to end up using my wings a lot more in this area, aren't I? There's no doubt about that. GM76, thank you for the prime. 3 piglets in a coat. I love your username. Here for 14 months. Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to get ourselves some slime balls, because we're always needing more slime. And then I'm going to start drinking some coffee, because we're heading out of here next, you know. And I got myself a hot decaf. First of the day. I'm treating myself. What can I say? Hi, X. We were told not to talk about this yesterday. Can you not adjust the individual levels of hermits with the proximity chat settings? It was so hard to hear half the hermits yesterday. Yes, we can. As I explained in that live stream, what we record and what you hear, for some reason, is different to what goes into my ears. So when I record Jevin, he is very quiet. What I hear is him being the loudest of all the hermits, right? It is an age-old problem that's been around since, like, you know, Discord and all of these other things of, like, trying to get everyone to stay on the same level. I don't know what is behind this. Someone should look into it, because it happens to a lot of us here on Hermitcraft, and I'm sure other creators too. But you are literally hearing the hermits in your ears as a content creator, balanced correctly. You can hear everyone, right? You can sit there, listen to everyone chat, and then go, right, I'm going to stop my recording. Stop it, you go listen, and people's volumes will be different. In the case of Jevin, it is drastically different, and it is bizarre. Now, I don't have a solution for that. Like, it is a mystery. I've talked to the mod authors. I've researched stuff, looked into things. There is something somewhere that causes this to be different, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, and therefore I don't know how to fix it. I just remembered that I wanted to make this here a time lapse. So let's get my camera account logged in. Nealm says, damn, that's an annoying problem. It is, yeah. I suspect it might have something to do with maybe how audio is processed and how people are using, like, compressors and other things, and maybe the way the audio is transformed kind of gets lost when recorded or something. But yeah. It's just a real tricky thing. Isn't it possible the voicemail has separate recordings onto different channels? We can't route it through OBS, Ginger, but that's something I would like to be able to do. The problem is, once you separate everyone into separate recordings, you then have to go and put all your recordings into a big file, or sorry, like a bunch of separate tracks in your audio editor. So you create a large volume of work, for which most of the time you're probably going to be like, oh, you know, to get this video edited and done, I'm just going to leave it alone. Right? Like, you put in so many extra processing steps that it becomes frustrating. So until we figure out a way to streamline that, unfortunately, it's just going to be like that. It's just going to be like that. Right, according to my Twitch control panel, there was just an ad break. And Cello points out subs and ads are no longer an issue. So yeah, like, if you don't want to watch the ads, subscribing is a way around it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Twitch have made some big changes to the ad stuff lately, and I don't know. Anyway, how many layers of copper are there? Just two. I don't know if any more would influence it any further, but two's good enough. Belt-fed Joe here for donation. Much appreciated, my dude. Any chance crafting tweaks is something to make copper trapdoors use 6 ingots rather than 6 blocks, because those puppies are pricey. Yeah, if you want to change a crafting recipe, then sure. You know, you can totally do that. That's totally doable. Thank you for the donation, my dude. Appreciate it. Can you make a beacon base of copper? That you can't. I mean, you can, but it won't activate the beacon, right? Welcome to all the peeps still tuning in. A lot of you still turning up. What have you been doing for 12 years? You're smart. You figure it out. Challenges make it fun. Okay, Recon. Like, you can say that. You know, you didn't have to be like, oh, you've been doing this for 12 years. You should have figured it out. That's the way it came across. Look into it yourself. Like, where do you go with this problem? It is really difficult. Like, I've never really found a way in. Maybe I should, like, brainstorm with ChatGPT and see if there's some insights there or something. But, like, I just haven't come across anyone really talking about this problem and a solution for it. And, you know, when you do searching, it's like, are you using the right terminology? Sometimes you might try and search for something and the terms just relate to something else that's really dominant, so it's hard to, like, get in there. But the other problem with diagnosing tech issues is that when you find people discussing specific tech hardware issues, often it's like a real stroke of luck that they're talking about the exact same thing with the exact same hardware and software. Like, a lot of the times you can find tech discussion where some of the things are similar, and then you spend a lot of time trial and error and learning that, okay, this whatever they're talking about doesn't quite apply to me. Cello says, Osana receiving a sassy comment and replying calmly is the best. I don't know who Osana is. It would be nice if different materials made the beacon range differ or something like that. I think the beacon could do with an update, could do with some more love. I feel like the changes they've been making lately with, like, adding the wolf armor and stuff just kind of shows you that, like, this game can have, like, a lot of stuff added to it. It doesn't seem to take away much from the base. Why did you not make David that Pix made last season? Because this method, I think, is just a lot more efficient, really. That's the sad truth of it. It's just a lot faster overall. A beacon update would be so good. Yeah, I think players would welcome it. You know, you just look at a feature that everyone takes advantage of. It's been in the game for a long time. It hasn't really changed for a long time. And then you just give it, like, a fresh coat of paint. And I think people will get excited about that. True Pat says, I think beacons should give night vision. I'm not sure what they should and they shouldn't. I think it'd be easy to add something like that and then it could become a little overpowered. But, you know, maybe it doesn't. Maybe players use it, they get their night vision, and then they get caught out more because they don't put down torches. It's the kind of thing that maybe would need a little bit of playtesting. Spacey says haste potion. I don't know about that one either, right? Like, it's very easy to look at all the systems that have overlap in this game and think that everything should be applied equally. But I think if you do that, you might take away from some of the challenge and creativity of using those other systems. Because the more overlap you have, you also have, like, more convenience. And sometimes convenience can take away from, like, ingenuity and creativity. So it sounds like it makes sense, but I'm not always sure that it does. I'm curious as to how long it takes to, like, do this. It feels really slow when I do it off camera. And I'm, like, kind of gunning to do something else in the world, whereas on stream it just whizzes by. We'll soon find out. I mean, our donation was 4 minutes ago, and that was right at the beginning. So I reckon it's about 7 or 8 minutes to do the whole field. Do you watch One Piece? I do not watch One Piece, nor have I heard of that, I think. Chatting helps, I think. Yeah, it definitely helped the time go a bit faster. Okay. And there you go. A whole field. So, now we have to go and add this. So that's 9, 12, and 35. Let's... what did we actually calculate? It was the amount of blocks. So 1114. So now if I go 12 times 64, yeah, it's the amount of blocks, plus 35, plus 1114, we get 1,917 blocks. So that's how many blocks we just got. Pretty crazy, huh? Here's the funny thing. Now I've got to place it all back down again, so I guess we should crack on with that, right? Have a sip of my coffee. Daniel says, good job on the trophies, they look sick. Hey, Hoffen gets the credit there. I just had an idea, that was all. Has the copper aging mechanic changed code-wise recently, or did someone figure out this is faster? It's not that... I mean, it depends what you think it's faster than. This method means that the copper gets aged in around 8 hours. And what's interesting about that number is that that's when you go to sleep. So you AFK overnight, and you wake up and all your copper's aged. Now, that doesn't make it the fastest, but it's like it fits into something rather conveniently, right? Like if the time was 14 hours, it might be a bit disappointing and you don't bother with it. But it's the fact that this speeds it up enough that, you know, you could leave the game on overnight and then all your copper is aged. And it's like, you know, hey presto. You got it all, so it makes it very convenient. Like, do you wanna... if you want to constantly place and pick up copper, then Pixel's machine is excellent. Like, it will age it as fast as you can age it. Actually, it might not be true, because the block that is underneath influences the aging of the one above. And I don't think Pixel's farm had an oxidized block below the one that's aging. So maybe if it could fit that in, it would all age a bit faster. But yeah, point being is that, you know, the whole overnight timing thing is very convenient. Fozzie! Welcome to the stream, my dude. How you doing? You could say your copper farm runs on IRL electricity. It does, yeah. I mean, playing games uses electricity, right? I think there's a point to be made there that the way in which we leave computers on and stuff is potentially a bit of a drain. I am someone who turns their computer off as much as possible, but also then I, you know, do AFK sessions overnight. And sometimes in the past, before I had mods that like automatically relogged you, you would find out that, you know, 10 minutes after you left the computer, like the server restarted and you haven't AFK'd at all and your computer's just been sitting on all night. But there are some people who treat your computer as like an always on thing and don't ever turn it off, and that I think is like wasteful and just, especially in this day and age of like computers booting up in, you know, 30 seconds or less. It's in my mind it really makes sense just to turn them off when you're not using them. That's the sort of problem with the random tick activation. Some stuff should be able to just chunk load it, so you don't need to leave a computer on other than the server. Yeah, I guess if we had more stuff that could be AFK'd by chunk loading, we would need less computers AFKing on the server. That's a good point. Jacket Fracket, thank you for your 5 months of support, my dude. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for supporting the channel. Chimera says, I remember leaving my computer on overnight to download Team Fortress 2. Now you download it in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. I remember the days of, you know, Napster being left on for ages to download files and stuff. And that was just to get one song, you know? Like I wanted to listen to Ice-T's, or sorry, Body Count's Cop Killer. And like, had to leave it on overnight, or, you know, NWA. Those were some of the first MP3s I was downloading. Metallica, AC/DC. It was like, wow, you can just search this stuff and then listen to it. This is so cool. And now it's kind of like that with Spotify, except it immediately appears. You don't wait to download it and come back to it later. Those were fun times. A week for downloading an album. The anticipation, yeah. I remember downloading GTA 5 for an entire day. Wow, by the time GTA 5 was around, like, internet where I was good enough to do that in one go, I think. I don't think we're going to have a haul of copper quite like this again for some time. This might... Oh my god, it actually ran out? I thought we wouldn't run out. Dang. Almost enough to do the whole lot. Music meant so much more when you had to wait to listen to it. I don't know about that. I disagree. Like, I'm so passionate about music. I don't think my passion for it has really been influenced by how difficult it is to have access to. But maybe I'm a product of having to wait for it. I don't know. I think music can be appreciated without there being a barrier of entry put in front of it. Right, so now we can stock up our shop, probably for some time to come. And this is just one of those odds and sods that I have to do here on the server. Let's go ahead and end the time lapse. Cool. I don't think we're going to do any other time-lapsey stuff today, but I might just leave the camera account loaded in case. Faroy says, am I the only one that builds with plain copper and let it age in its place? You know what? Like, saying that just makes me think... I've seen so many hermits, like, throwing down blocks to age them. And it's quite a good point that... Like, if you just built straight away and let it age, then yeah, maybe. Maybe that works. I think it's easier to underappreciate because of how easy it is to access, but that doesn't take away the energy and the emotion put into the music. Maybe it's just like a perspective shift. So like through time, you get easier access to music as technology evolves, and therefore you develop an appreciation of how it is compared to how it once was. But you know, maybe one day when your Neuralink implant just pulls up the song you want to listen to before you even thought about it, you know, like you'll be appreciating the days where you had to pull out your phone and type something into it, you know? But yeah, I don't think it like impacts the actual enjoyment of the music. Right, where am I actually going? I think I'm going to the shop. I should probably take my horse, now that I think about it. And then pick out what job I want to do next. Just in case I'm forgetting anything, I'm going to look at my list. Oh yeah, I am forgetting something. It's probably... Yeah, I'm probably going to do what is actually the most important thing to do next, I think. Which is to sort out my mob farm. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... Like, this thing here... Oh. No wonder it wasn't working. Why did I wire it up like this? So that thing wasn't working, and I was like going over it in my head and thinking about how it... Okay, I think name tag is at Corralis's. Okay, we'll save the trip to the shopping district for now, and we'll go work on this. I've been thinking about how to fix this up here for a while because there was a problem with it. And now I come back and I see... Like, wait, I wired it up completely wrong. This doesn't make any sense. There should be observers in the middle here, and there isn't. So this might be a quick job. If I go ahead and replace this redstone with observers, I think the job might literally be done as quick as that. So perhaps I just had a bit of a brain fart at the time and didn't realize what I was doing here. Like, it's supposed to be like that. Now that, in theory, should work every single time that we shoot at. do I still have redstone dust in my inventory? Oh, because it's full there. Okay, that makes sense. That makes... Like, why didn't it go in there? Because it's full. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess each time I do this, I'm updating it, aren't I? So, have we turned it on or off? Right. I can actually test this thing standing here, in theory. So, if I shoot the edge, which seemed to be the problem before. Okay, it is still on. Shoot the edge again. Does it not update an observer? Because that would actually still explain why I'm having issues. I reckon it doesn't update an observer. Let's shoot like there. No. Why does it go on and off? Off and on even. Like it gets powered. So that updates and then it oh, the observer gets powered twice. Right. Of course it does. Okay, well, I have another solution in mind. Because originally I had a different idea for what would fix this. Let's go into here. Ah, we've got to do some crafting now. Okay. Crafting bench. I kind of feel like crafting benches you should just leave everywhere. Like, there should always just be a crafting bench because potentially you'll need to craft. So, like, how many repeaters can we make? Because we need about 9. So if I take these out now and just replace them with repeaters, it'll do the same thing at this level. Let's see, can I actually put you facing the... Oh, no. Just about. Something tells me I should just set this to 4. And it may not be necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. So then here, we can also do the same thing, right? Come around here, put a little bit of redstone on top. It's all looking good, everything connects. And then the way it works at the top is that it powers what's below it. So if I put stone blocks there and repeaters on top, it still does the same thing without interfering with anything else. We have a torch here, though. Doesn't seem to make too much of a difference. That's because we've got a lamp above us, probably. Okay. Apparently I need one more. Yeah, alright. So we put one here, and then put the repeater in. We've got a noise in the ear. Wallcrafter for 28 months. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate your support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you. Cozy Nose says, I leave crafting benches all over my world. Big fan of crafting benches, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave them more often. Ginger says, can't you put an observer on every target? We've just established why that doesn't work. And we're fixing it as a result. Whoops. Misclicks, misclicks. This song's got a bit of a Diablo kind of vibe. Okay, so now that should indeed be wired up correctly. Right, let's give it a test. Oh, that's so much better to see. It works. Okay, next thing is we want to leave it on now. And hopefully me shooting it on and off didn't mess with this too much. It looks like it probably did. It probably messed with it a lot. So now all the way down at the bottom somewhere, the flashes are probably a bit haywire. Yeah, I think the signals are still traveling down to this spot. and, you know, not stopping anytime soon. Actually, that doesn't look right at all. This thing should, like, slow down at some point. Okay, now it looks to me like they're just swapped the wrong way around. Or maybe activating it fast changed the thing at the top. Yeah, look at that. There's 2 pulses up here, so we have to leave it off for a while. Okay. At least we know where we're at with that. We have to leave it off for a while and then turn it back on. That's curious. I'm not sure if I really want to, like, wire up a solution for that. But that's good to know, I guess, at least. At the very least. Now, what we need to do next is create some item filters. That's something important. I need to sort out the storage down there. Where am I going to... I'm throwing stuff into random chests at this point. We've got some observers here. Okay, squid head can go in the head chest. I do have a plan for what I want to do with those. Just lock the repeater while off. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Anyway, it's ready to be turned on now. Look at that stallion up there. Looking out over the surrounding area. Can't actually quite see the lamps is one thing I'll point out. So, at some point I want to put a design on that. It's not going to be today. I'm that smell 7. You're that smell. Oh my god. I had a suspicion. Thank you for the Prime subscription, my dude. Thanks for supporting the channel and what we do here. Alright. I need probably not too many more comparators, really, but probably some more repeaters. Somewhere in here I have some overflow redstone, let's call it. Oh, I got a lot of overflow redstone at the moment. In fact, I don't really need to bring that with me. But let's get some sticks, make some repeaters. Okay, maybe like that many or something. At some point, I'm going to be ready to craft this stuff by the stackage, you know? That'll do for now. We're just going to set up some item filters. Probably want some torches as well. Then we need, like, hoppers and chests. And there is a specific place we now get all of that from. And it is... Dang it! I was hearing the music and I was like, oh, it's building up. Big suspense. But I just couldn't think of anything funny to say. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but also make repeaters, says Lucaro. There's our quote of the day. There's our quote of the day. Remember that, kids. When you're out there on the playground. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but also make repeaters. You know? Okay, let's put this here. Need to fill up my redstone box with probably every little slime block I can get at the moment. So, we are going to go get... Yes, go get our... that chest, there we go. Go get our hoppers and chests made up for storage. That's what we're going to go do. So back over to that place that we were earlier, I guess. Did I write down how many copper blocks we've made? Don't want to forget that. Okay. Just making a note. Up we go. X, I think you're running out of iron, says Tadramus. Yeah, I'm so skint, you know. What am I going to do? With the dramatic music, I thought X was going to tell me he was my father. It would suit that, wouldn't it? It would suit that. But we would still be missing redstone and quartz. I don't know. I think we've got what we need. Right, I don't have my wings on me, but I do have an ender pearl, so over we go. See, one of these has got what I want. Automagically as well. Okay. Then I'll take that. Probably leave the copper there for now. Pentrax says, Lucaro, I am your father. Have you seen the prices on the log shop, says Twee on Twitch. I have not. I don't need to visit the log shop because we have Loglands to provide us with all our loggage. Oh. Dang it, how'd that happen? Parababs, thank you ever so much for 28 months. Keep it up, X. Thank you. I will keep on streaming. And thank you for resubscribing. It's appreciated. Search your feelings, you know it to be true. How did you fall there, says Chimera Dev. I took my eye off the screen for a minute. I just looked over to read a message and off I went. I think the current nether hub is perfect, says Lane. I mean, it's good as a temporary thing, but I wouldn't say it's a permanent thing, right? Potham Ism says, when in doubt, blame chat. I mean, I wasn't looking to blame chat. I was just saying I looked off to the side, not chat, you know. Chat, you made me look at you when I'm supposed to be playing a game. It wasn't like that, was it? How old were you when you started Hermitcraft Season 1? I was younger than I am today. Can you believe it? Can you can barely believe it, can you? We should probably grab, like, something to build a platform with here. Wait, I hear squishiness. I hear squishies. Quickly now. Where is the squishy floor? Is it this floor? Is it? Oh, no! The squishies are going to go away now, aren't they? Oh, dang it. Don't despawn. Oh, they're still here. Ah! Gotcha. Ha! This is literally music that would be fitting of a slaughtering. It's so unbelievably dramatic, this music. This is prime for action. Red Woman says, okay, back, what did chat do? They chatted. Can you believe the nerve? I can barely believe it. Right, we'll do something just with stone temporary, and maybe later on I'll incorporate it a little better, make it look a little nicer. I think I can get to where we want to go from here. Yeah, look, there's a little staircase here. Hey, and we got the haste beacon, that's good. Maybe I'll use this dripstone I'm about to eviscerate. Have ourselves a little dripstone platform. Now why, like, where did y'all come from? Y'all shouldn't really be spawning around this neighborhood. Maybe they spawned from right there. There's actually a spot over here where torches should really be. Uh-huh. Got to keep our perimeter in check, right? Gosh, this music's so dramatic. Epic as hell. Now I was gonna fit this out both left and right, but I guess what I want to do is, like, the hoppers here are just to pick up any excess. Actually, I might want to do this with, like, ice. I might want to do something a little different, actually. Yeah, I'm going to make a big platform and do it a little different. We'll create like a circle of some sort. Yeah. Okay. I think I can see how this is going to work. And we're going to build our platform with a dripstone floor. Ginger Deadman UK, thank you ever so much for subscribing with your tier 1 subscription. It is appreciated, and I hope you're entertained today. Thank you for supporting the channel. X fighting with Lord Vader according to the music. Exactly, right? Exactly. Lord Vader, you know? The one who should not be spoken about. That's what they say, isn't it? The one who cannot be named. Lord Darth Vader. What house was he from again? Slytherin, wasn't it? Okay. Still need to get rid of a lot more of this. No, I can't even hear the music. I don't know why. You might have it just like quiet enough where like you can hear me, but then maybe background noise is kind of draining out some of the quieter details here. You're thinking of the Dark Lord Sauron. Oh, yeah, yeah. Darth Vader was from Lord of the Rings, wasn't he? Yeah, sorry about that. Ender Dan says, is this a Star Trek reference? Yeah, that's House Slytherin and all that, isn't it? Star Trek, you know? Yeah. Thought he was from Breaking Bad. I've been enjoying watching good old Deep Space Nine. I'm glad I decided to rewatch that. It's wonderful. I love it. Just based on my chat, I think now that many of you have endured that joke to the point where most of you know it. Oh, whoops. That goes down into a pool of water, so not a big deal. Guess we won't take more of those blocks. Talking about Breaking Bad, I'm still waiting for the next Better Call Saul season. Oh, didn't you realise the last season was the last one? Like it's over, they finished and wrapped it up. That's a show I've been considering rewatching. The only thing I have with it, as brilliant as it is, it's a very like deliberately slow-paced show. But maybe that's a good thing, man. I'm just noticing like how fast-paced everything is in this day and age. Right, I'm going to switch to standing because my body is telling me that I am fed up with sitting down. Breaking Bad was also slow. Breaking Bad doesn't strike me as being slow. I think the pace of Breaking Bad was excellent. I loved Better Call Saul. I think it's just as good as Breaking Bad. But, you know, I've watched Breaking Bad like 4 or 5 times. Whereas Better Call Saul, I don't know, I've watched it one way the whole time through. Something about its pacing just sort of made me think I didn't really need to rewatch it because it was like a slow burn that you take in really, really well or something like that. I don't know. Like every TV show's a bit different from the other. Right, anyway. I think what we want to do here is get the items to go in a loop. Although, once the storage starts to fill up, do we want to get rid of something? The Breaking Bad Fly episode was slow. Yeah, that was like a rare breakout episode where they just took the time to do something different. And although it was slow, like the purpose of it was to give you more backstory, if I remember correctly. And it was kind of like they should have focused way more on the backstory and cut out more of the Fly stuff, right? But, you know, shows do that sometimes. They just throw in an episode with a different pace. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Nisome55, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription, my dude. Mucho appreciate. In the grand scheme of things, like I got this weird feeling in my mind, like this is the center. I do this a lot with building. You sort of define a direction in your mind, like, oh, this is the center, you know? Whereas it doesn't have to be. So, like, I should build out the entrance, like where you enter the area. Because I want to decorate this stuff in the future. That should be done after you put in all the other stuff, right? Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned with what everything else we're doing there. What are we building today? I guess I haven't actually stated it 100% clear yet. Oh yeah, we've got to go up a little bit here. Our next little errand to run is to put an item filter on this thing so we can properly sort stuff and store it. So what I should be doing here, I think, is just going out to one side. And if I think about where our elevator is, it probably makes more sense to go to the left than it does to the right. So in which case, I will actually extend our platform this way. X, please tell your slimes to keep it down. They were jumping on your stream and I had a slight panic looking all over for the slimes in my game. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, you know. The slimes in this game, they're just thinking, I know he's live right now and we should decept some of his viewers, you know? Totally their fault. Totally not on you. 100%. How cheeky of them. Glow squid! Not that I need glowing, I just saw it. You'll be a derp coin dolphin. I feel like there's a terminology here I'm not familiar with. We got B Jum Bams here for 2 months. Thank you for supporting the channel, my dude. And the Black Ranger PL 94 months. Popping in to say hi and running off again. Hope you're good, X. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for continuing to support. 94, that's just incredible. Appreciate you. Hope you have fun doing whatever you got to go do. Let's go ahead and rip out some space here. Because this is the direction that we're going to go in. Right, so. Now that we've done that, we, I guess, throw down the ender chest over here. We got ice. We can do an ice stream. We'll need something to align them on. Now, I was about to say I can't remember what it was because ender chests is one of them, but I do remember what it is. You can align these things using honey blocks as well. So we need to get that water stream to go in a specific direction and be aligned with the honey blocks so that we can have our ice run alongside our hoppers. Okay, we're going to have to go up there and change some stuff. Let's get some scaffolding. Wrong ender chests. This one. Oh, I've only got 9? What the heck? Where'd all my scaffolding go? Liger, 46 months. Thank you, my dude. How you doing? Appreciate your support as always. Thank you for 46 months. Crazy. Lowmander, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for using that on me. Peeps, if you did not know, if you got an Amazon Prime subscription, you can use it to subscribe here on the Twitch. Just looked up Hermitcraft 001 and look at the date. Shrug, says Lucro. Yeah. When did you start Hermitcraft Season 1? Well, a few days before that video came out, I guess. Would be a good answer. Right, so we're going to start going across from like this point here. What is that water? That is just one little random pocket of water by the looks of it. That kind of scared me for a second. I'm like, ooh. Is there something important there? Okay, we're gonna bring it across like that. Might actually go 1 block further along, I think. So, yeah, we'll go 1 block further along. Probably makes sense just to have a bit more of this lying around. What did we say? We want ice. So, the water stream will turn here. And it will extend initially just for a few more blocks. I'm not sure actually how to do this. I was going to put 2 honey blocks, but actually, I think what might make sense is to have honey blocks running the whole way across, because then it holds in the water a bit. Uh-oh, we got lots of drops. We got lots of drops. Yeah, so you don't actually, if you do it like that, I don't think you actually need ice until you have a gap. So originally I was going to do it like that, but that's for waterless system. I'm not actually sure if this is going to work how I think it is. Let's go ahead and change this up. I'm going to do the counting, right? So it'd be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 would be the end of the water stream. So we would need ice here before it would then take a break. Okay. Whew, more of that water. It came from somewhere, didn't it? And that somewhere is here. Right, this is a nasty looking spot of water, isn't it? It's right where we want to play. Now I can't see as well. And I apparently don't really have the right kind of blocks with me. Just Masty, thank you ever so much for the Prime, and also Minecraft Dad 423. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting me. Very kind of you. Dang it, let me place a torch somewhere. Does that mean there's more water here as well at this level? Goodness me. We are just working with a bit of a mess at the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and plop in some of these drops. Keep the inventory nice and clean and all that. No sponge. No, I don't have a sponge yet. No sponge. There is also no sponge shop. Whoopsie. It's a little tricky to see, but I think I'm getting it all. Another noise in the air. It's Endervoid Wolf here for 24 months. Absolutely incredible. 2 whole years. 2 years indeed, my friend. Thank you for your continued support, man. Much appreciated. Right, so yeah, tear all of that out that we just filled up to avoid the water. There's more water. I'm really glad that there's just like water below us, because everything that flows down just ends up there and doesn't go around like knocking out a bunch of torches and stuff, which would be annoying. Right, so we have established that we're going to do this using honey blocks, and potentially a lot of them. Also, it sounds like the farm's working pretty well. I'm not even in the AFK spot, and we got stuff getting hurt, you know. And that's where the next lot starts. Now, I really like using glow like in here. Bad Wolf, thank you so much for 2 months, 3 months even with the Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sponge rental business, says Timmy. That would be nice, that would be nice. Or just a shop, full stop, you know. Oh, they clearly like pause and align. I think we could start our item filter from the second one. And then they make it over to there. So that's all correct, basically. Everything I've said so far is looking pretty good. And the question now is, like, how far do I want to go along in order to satisfy the amount of storage that I want for these items? There it is again. There it is again. Oh, and you're those blocks, right. And you're that one there. I see how this works. You're all of the blocks most of the time. Okay, this is working just fine. That'll do for the time being, won't it? X, is there going to be another SMP crossover after the Empire's crossover last season? Well, I can't say for certain if there will or there won't, right? But just because we did one doesn't mean we are now obliged to do another one, right? What is this more big dig? No, we are not at Loglands. This is not a big dig. Let's see. Just trying to figure out how we're going to tidy up this little transition here. Could actually have the wall come down and be level with the honey blocks, but it's not really necessary right now. Just trying to keep it all neat and tidy. So, yeah, I think given how much push there is in this direction, we can start our item filter from the second honey, right? And if I remember correctly, these can point into that because we don't have the line of hoppers running directly above it. So possibly what's immediately below is storage. Oh, wait, is the orientation the wrong way around here? Possibly is. We might be able to adapt the design a little bit because the comparator has to point out this way. But I could put a comparator there. Then have... Oh, this is curious now. I've got no idea if this is possible. Right. Comparator, redstone 1, redstone 2, redstone 3. Then you would have repeater. And that needs to go into a torch. And then that torch is on that block. It's possible we could use copper bulbs here as well. Xe, still playing Slayer, been loving it, so simple but so good. I think I really burned out on that game, like I haven't wanted to play it for a long time. What do we think, chat? If I am to get it so that the water goes in the other direction, you then need to do, like, you need to send the water all the way over here, turn and turn, right? Oh, wait, does that even work? We need it to come back on itself, so it needs to come this way and go across, then in, and then that way. So I think we should maybe try to solve this little problem for now. So we would add an extra tick of delay, but in theory, I don't think that would cause a big problem. If we have a repeater there, then the signal is passed onto a hopper here. I think this is doable, you know. Let's grab our hoppers. We want a fair few redstone components now. Ones that we prepared earlier. So we've got redstone, we've got comparators, chests is the other thing that I'm after. I definitely brought a load of those. Whoops. Sea pickles to align on the other side. Like, I don't know if sea pickles align that way or not, but like... It's the same problem if we align it on the other side, isn't it? You have to send the water streams all the way around. Because we're facing this way with our storage system, technically you don't have to. You can face it any way you like, but that's the way we walk into this area. So we're having it face here. That block is not a problem because it won't be directly powered. I think this might do what we want. So that one's there to lock it, okay. Because look, there's already items coming in. So let's say we want to do bones. Stone is obviously not a good choice, but it's temporary. Right, all the pieces are there now. We'll just go up top. In fact, I can just grab some bones here. And we can observe what happens. Yeah, very occasionally. Oh, actually, I know how to fix that. We just need to add more glass up the top here, so that's not a problem. Okay, right, let's say we chuck in some bones. And some bones just went past. What happened here? That thing did fill up. It's currently unlocked. And now it's locked. And this apparently maybe doesn't leave any items in the thing below, which is actually like potentially an improvement. Now those are probably there from before I started doing that. So we need to clear out all of this stuff to make sure we're seeing what's going on properly. Yeah, it looks like some arrows were draining through when I added these. It picks them up. And this seems to work a little bit better than normal. So I'm happy with that. There you go. Absolutely fine to do it that way around then. Interesting. After this, can you troll Grian with a redstone dust trail that leads all the way around the Hermitcraft and goes to Gem's base and says got 'em? I mean, that's very specific. Plus, I don't have that much redstone, so no. Cheerful High is here with the Prime. Cheerful, thank you for using the Prime on me. Appreciate it, my dude. Four sea pickles in the corner so that the items run into them, says Bam Bam. I can't, from what you're writing in chat, I just can't picture how that's relevant because, like, we want them to be aligned on the opposite side. Unless you're saying if this were a water source with sea pickles, it would align them in the water stream so that hoppers can pick it up there. Is that what you're saying? That's interesting if that's true. Timmy679, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Bam Bam says yes. Well, there you go. Yeah, providing more context in a message helps a lot, you know. You sea pickles is like... What? But looking up there, I can see it now. So you have the water source here and sea pickles. It hits them. It hits this side and goes across. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. I kind of want to use that now to like get it in my memory that it's possible. But I also really like that this works. So we're just going to go ahead with what we got here. There's going to be plenty of storage. I think we're going to do like 3 maybe, or 4. 3 will probably pick up everything that drops at once. So maybe 3 of each item each time or something like that. Also, peeps, I need to nip to the loo. I just need a wee. While I go, if you'd be so kind as to check out my music, that would be absolutely awesome. Have a look up on Soul Side Eclipse. Anyway, I'm just going to be back in a moment, peeps, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the stream, people. How about a little hydration reminder? Usually I'm streaming in the evenings where I don't drink. But I felt thirsty and then I was like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. Thank you for the Webbers in the chat. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Woo. Right. Anava says, hello, Iskal sent me. I wasn't aware Iskal was streaming. At least he wasn't when I started, and Iskal doesn't stream for that long. Sorry, Iskal streams for a long time. Like, if Iskal started streaming after I started, he wouldn't end before I do. How large is your cup of tea usually? My cups of teas are fairly big. Like, the Sports Direct mug if you're from the UK. Everyone knows that mug. I have one that's actually bigger than that. That's my hot chocolate mug. I have a big old hot chocolate. Gonna have it today because I scheduled myself some relaxation time, if you want to call it that. Oh, the thing with what I'm doing is now it probably makes sense to have the mob farm turned off for a while, right? Now that we got this bit done. Otherwise, stuff's just going to continuously come in and be a pain. Oh my god, not the Sports Direct mug. Yeah, that mug's classic. No idea what that mug is. If you're not from the UK, you won't know. If you're from the UK, there's a high chance you know. Did that work? Definitely got to move the indicator a little bit, make it more visible. Oh wait, wrong one. I definitely want to work on the honey beta a bit and make it more obvious where the stops are and stuff. How is there copper, like, here? How have I not spotted this and mined it before? Feels kind of tragic that I haven't taken care of that. Okay, so this one might have some items filtering it down into it, but it doesn't. Cool. Right, it'd probably be a good idea to calculate. Like, aha. More of that going on. Will that be the last of it? Probably not. Seems like it's probably a good idea to do all this first. And I lost my train of thought because I was going to comment on something, but now I've forgotten what on earth it was I was commenting about. Oh no, it's not that height. It's this height here we're filling this in with stone at. Okay. Only a little bit. How many items I think we were going to say? X, do you plan on making a copper farm or are you going to continue doing it manually? I'm going to continue doing it manually for now. Yeah, okay, so where are we? Where are we at with all of this? Figuring out the items is probably the next thing to do. So, 3 bones. Maybe just 1 rotted flesh? Really don't see a use for that. Also, I can empty these chests into our new area, but my inventory isn't really set up for that right now, is it? Let's go ahead and do a bit of a cleanse. Okay, and then we'll take out these things that just drops. I don't think I'm going to farm the raw chicken. We get a tiny bit of that in here technically, but it's like a bit pointless. So, bones are the first 3. Then we'll have 1 for rotted flesh. I think 3 for gunpowder. String is another good resource we get from here. Can rotted flesh not be composted? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, because it's rotted. No, it can't. Okay, we get string and arrows and occasionally... Like, now, I've built a witch farm, so I might just not bother with the occasional witch that comes in here. Like a spider eye, glowstone. Not really worth it. I think we'll just stick to the basic drops. The feathers, however... I will keep feathers because that is a good one. Okay, so we've got 3 gunpowder. I'm gonna have 1 feather. Feathers are good one. Trust me on this. Feathers are good. Hey, Dante10, thank you for using the Prime on me, my dude. Thanks for supporting the channel. You can't, but there's plugins that let you. Yeah, I mean, you can change stuff with a data pack for sure. So I think we're looking at 3 arrows and 3 string as the final bit here, really. Maybe I will keep that raw chicken just to create a nice aesthetic of like... Or maybe I should collect redstone here? Actually, I think I'd rather just collect the redstone from the witches. Yeah, okay. Raw chicken, like, the thing with food is, though... Like, I could understand wanting to collect sugar because it have uses, but raw chicken, it's like, it's just food. And we got a better source of it, so you're never going to use it. So I think just collecting the redstone would be the one other thing. I think I'm going to chuck in some item frames here as well. So we can see what things we're collecting. So it's 3 lots of bone. Okay, I saw a stack. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I might not have got it right. 1 rotted flesh, 1 gunpowder, 1 feather, then 3 string, then 1 redstone, and 3 arrow. That's going to be our layout here, I think. Was this one gunpowder? Then we got feather. Okay, then we're going to have another 1, 2, 3. I should have probably thought about it for a little bit longer. Like, of course we're going to have more than just a stack of chests. What do I think this is even? Okay, look, clearly, yeah, we've got another pocket of water here. Needs sorting out. Oh, and there comes the gravel. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 again. Let's get the last 3 in too, because we might have some more water spilling into the area. You see, when Zedaf dies in this game, I immediately think shenanigans. So I'm not going to ask him if he's alright, because he's probably recording something crazy, you know? But we'll ask. I mean, one day he'll actually be like genuinely in trouble and needing help, and I'll be like, Zedaf, the kid who didn't really cry wolf, the kid who was too clever. Oh, that's just Zedaf being clever, you know? Oh, plain. Oh, you see, I don't know if I can trust that. I don't know if I can trust Zedaf. Is it plain? Or is it part of an elaborate plot? What do you think, chat? Okay, there we go. That is a big old storage system that we have set up. I like it. The last one was arrows, wasn't it? So those are the things that we're going to collect. Everything else will get destroyed. Oh, I've forgotten something. I think I would really like to auto-craft the bones. Interesting. Nothing else needs to be auto-crafted. I don't want to make string into wool. Now I'm like relatively attached to this layout. It's like, wait a minute, can I sneak in an auto-crafter somewhere here? No glowstone, sugar, and glass bottles. No, we're not collecting those. Put bones at the end, maybe. Yeah, I think it... I like your thinking. Okay, actually, I think I can make that work, so we're going to give it a try. I think I can make that work. Okay, you just made this whole contraption more fun. Good suggestion. Because I think now we can use the sea pickles, right? So if we bring... Oh, I just don't know if the redstone will get picked up here or not. Oh, actually, you know, I'm a bit suspicious of this sea pickle thing now, because I'm not using. Let's pop off onto a creative server. Oh, rude. Okay. This will be temporary, so we don't need to keep what we're doing. And probably glow liking we need. Right, so, like... This is kind of what we currently got, right? Like that. And the items are going to come down. In fact, I'm going to emulate this a little better. Whoops. Glad there's nothing important directly here. So you got that, and then you have this, and then you do that. So that's kind of like what we've actually built. So then we're going to come to the end where the redstone is. Ah, yeah, okay. So you need that. Then this would need to be waterlogged. So what I'm thinking is, first thing is probably... Like, let's just watch what happens. Okay, I need ice. I forgot ice. Right, the first thing that probably happens is the items slip under the wrong side of the sea pickle, is my guess. And if they can do that, then the sea pickle is not a good option. No, they can't. Right, and then we need this here. Let's try that again. Whoops. Interesting. Don't know what I'm doing. This might work, might not. We're learning. We're learning a lot more. Okay, so that appeared to work. But what I wanted to test... You know what? As I'm thinking through everything step by step, I realized that what I was trying to suss out isn't actually even that important. So we might not end up using the sea pickles. They're not actually really relevant here. We're just using them because I got them in mind. So, like, I want to know if... Yeah, that hopper can actually pick them up. So that's good to know. The thing is, I don't technically need them to be aligned, right? The reason I thought they did is because I was picturing the water stream appearing again here. But technically, we don't need to do that. So the sea pickles actually aren't necessary at this point in time. Therefore, we can do that. And because we're just making crafter for the bones at this point here, they can be shimmied further back. So this thing just needs to take a turn and go in this direction. At which point they're aligned on the other side, which we may or may not want. So perhaps this is an opportunity to use the sea pickle, but we use it here. Now you can see the problem with that is that it needs to go one block further back. Okay. Right, so we push them to the sea pickle level. That means we need that. Whoever's plot... Oh, this is my plot. Okay. So yeah, items are going to... no, they won't go across that bit. That's where the hoppers are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they all placed on the side of other blocks. Fascinating. Let's go chuck some items in. Okay, that'll happen, won't it? They get aligned, then they got picked up there. I'd like to do that again. Let's see where they go this time. Okay, that works. That works. So we give ourselves enough space and we can continue the thing on. And then I get to show off the use of the sea pickle. So that's pretty cool. Peeps are saying to use less pickles. Well, it seems to work with 3 just fine. So I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, okay. So the last hoppers are here before we make a change then. so now the challenge. This was supposed to be a really quick job, and now it's not. You know how we roll. Now the challenge is to, like, scale this. Or a lot of stuff going on here. I'm wondering if maybe this was a bit excessive as well. Maybe I should have gone like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Peeps are saying you put 4. You were using 4 instead of 3. Yeah, it works with 4. Therefore, why you suggest... I'm saying suggesting 3 pickles is fine, but like, why? Because it works with 4. 3 pickles let the item slide past, 4 won't. But we just saw it work. Or am I missing something? Okay, there's some more water for you. And a hole. Dude, are any of these hitting up torches and stuff? We don't want them hitting up our torches. God, these little pockets of water we find are like super annoying. Like, we found a cave earlier, now we're finding these awkward little pockets. From what I'm getting, the 3 pickles allow you to not need the glow lichen on top of the hoppers. What, and then you would have... But if you didn't have that, then they wouldn't be aligned on the edge, right? Like, the only reason it works for honey blocks is because the honey block isn't a full block. And it's aligned on the outskirts of both. We'll see, we'll see. We can try it. Okay, so this water stream thing is going to go all the way up to there. And then all of these are going to need hoppers facing into them. But I think we'll do that bit later just because... If we do that last... Dang it, I've run out of sprint. Yeah, we're going to do that last. Yeah, like, thank you ever so much for gifting a sub to Daniel Norway. I think that's the first gifted sub of the stream. Thank you for doing that. Also, EJSDBSH, I missed your subscription a while back. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, my dude. Very kind of you to do that. Yeah, okay, so that bit there's all done. We're going to have to do it with the same layout with the repeaters and stuff all the way up to here. So we know what we're working with. Oh, I'm rethinking this like 3 wide, 2 wide thing now. Especially if we're going to craft stuff into bones. Then again, maybe it'd be fun to decorate a nice big room to walk into. I think I'll leave it. I'll just leave it at this. You know, go big or go home or something. Right. Where are we up to? This bit. So we want to have... Yeah, a repeater there. Oh! Oh, okay. Actually, hang on. We're in a spot of bother now. Yikes. Because we want a comparator there. Huh. Okay. Now I'm a bit stumped, actually. Is this going to work? I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it work. This is gonna be like a lot more impromptu than I like. Cashtron says, I feel like Minecraft has become more of a game engine than a game. I think for a long time they've been turning it into a game engine, that's no secret. You just look at what the marketplace is and all the changes that they make under the hood to open the game up like it's it being a game engine, I think, has always been a priority. Anyway, are y'all with me on this redstone adventure? Like, are you seeing what am I describing the problem adequately? Is it obvious? I'm not sure if I'm making it obvious or not what the problem is. Oh no! What have I been saying about... Oh, dang, this is probably not good. Like, what is down here? And what have you done to my torches? Looks like we got lucky with this one. It's Snow says, I mean, obvious isn't a word I'd use, but yeah, I'm with you. Well, I'm hoping should be obvious is that we can't put a block here. So now we have to rethink the contraption. So I'm now thinking, what if the water comes here and then goes in that direction, and we just flow the waters directly over hoppers? I think that means we don't use the sea pickle thing at all anymore. The other issue is that then, like, the filters, I think, are going to be a little bigger. Probably not too much of a bother. Redstone streams are the best, says Timmy. I'm glad you think so. I like your funny words, Magic Man, says Ali and Bees. Oh, great. Was it redstone next? It was. Like, redstone, redstone. So, yeah, this has to be protected from the water stream. So, we're not going to have hoppers here anymore, are we? Clearly. Oh, my God. I think I've signed myself up for something a bit crazy here. Yeah. Maybe not. I think the problem is probably getting it back into here at this level is now what's like odd. Plus the hoppers are going to run alongside other redstone components. That's why I'm here. You explain redstone, and when I try it, I have more knowledge. I love that. That's great. That's a great reason to stick around. To do the learning. Okay, I need some more torches. I've probably got way too much junk in my inventory again. Another thing about clearing out the junk is just that it, like, frees your mind up a little bit, too. Free your mind, man! Free your mind, dude. Like, you got less clutter going on, so you just sort of see what you actually need to look at. Makes everything a little bit quicker. Let's go put the item frames away. So I guess, like, I'm gonna... I gotta make... I don't have a crafter yet. Crafter is crafting benches, droppers. So I need 3 droppers. Iron. Hello. Redstone. Right, I need a crafting bench to craft. There you go. I remembered. Brain smarts. Yikes. So, like... Actually, we can... Oh, okay, I've come up with a solution. I've come up with a solution that makes life easy. Oh, thank goodness, Brain. Brain came in right at the clutch moment there. Okay, so check this out. This is how we solve our problem. I'm thinking everything one wide, tileable, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't have to be done that way, my friends. It doesn't have to be done that way. What we will do... And I might try and find an excuse to use the sea pickle in this process, is we will do that and have one crafter coming from over here. So now we have one item filter going into one crafter, basically. And it gives me loads of space to make a simple crafter setup, so that's terrific. Right, where are my honey blocks at? Glow like in ice. We're going to get all this stuff up and running again. 60 Twists. Thank you so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm curious how you can make a honey vapor filter. Oh, like a vertical filter? That's a curiosity. Honestly, I think you can't because your honey blocks and water blocks, like everything, all the space involved is in the same corner. There isn't really a spot where it overlaps, sadly. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless, yeah, 7 ice there. We can use the sea pickles rather pointlessly. So yeah, I think we're going to put ice here, basically. That makes sense. Then here we have a new water source going in that direction. And then we got to build a crafter and filter somewhere here to put crafted items into there. I wonder if I can do it like literally having it point into the hopper. Okay. We just need a few elements here. I can smell a problem already. Where did that go? Yeah. I can smell a problem. A little bit of verticality here might help a lot. So let's have our hopper facing upwards for now. Because we also need items to point into it from somewhere else. Then we need to power it with a few elements like... No, it doesn't... My design doesn't work this way. Let's go back a step. Maybe I'm overthinking it because... The hopper at the back actually won't have an issue. In my head, I think I just pictured a hopper pointing down into it for some reason. That would also stop this from working. Like, you need the space above it. Now, we're going to use this space here for our item filter stuff. So we need a little bit of space off to the side. More water! I keep finding these awkward little pockets of water. Why do they generate that way? Okay, let's put down a torch. It's a bit murky in this area. So we're going to want a comparator coming out of the side that is being compared. Oh, this is where I could do one extra crafter. Luckily, we made 3. So we create a signal strength of 8 here. That is some of the worst clicking I've ever done in my life. Like, what was going on? This will only turn on... Oh, wait a minute. Usually I think I have one more block in the way. So it would be there. Comparator. Redstone. And then a repeater. That's why. I'm not sure if the repeater is necessary or not here. But I know for a fact this will work. It'll also then lock that hopper. So if I do this with a block, it will only lock that. Yeah, that's actually really important that we do it that way around. Or is it? I can't remember if we need to lock the hopper items coming into it. So that may prove to actually be a bit of an annoyance. We'll find out with time, I guess. Because every dugout area has to be a square, it can't just be a bunch of floaty blocks left behind. I am attending to this disgusting mess that we have created. Okay, so we need to shift this over by 1 block. That's got to be in compare mode. This thing, remember, let's have it face. Jump, jump. Huh. Okay. Face that way. Let's get a torch. 20 of them. Beautiful, right. Let's go up there and check it. So yeah, the items just need to flow in here. I can tell you what the problem is. Or might be. It might be that items come in a little too fast. That's why we actually made 3 bones the first time in case a stack comes around. So when this water stream here goes over some hoppers, it needs to go over a few of them. So I think, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Yeah, okay. I can see it. I can see it all now. I'm going to do this. Okay, we're hoping that this block here, yep, shouldn't be interacted with by any other redstone. We're going to have 3 hoppers have the ability to pick up the items. Okay. Then we'll create like a dead end here. I'm going to call it a dead end. Items are going to fall down into the void below. Yeah, so then we also need blocks here. That has to be a honey block because it's part of the item filter system. And then we need a water bucket over here. Right, and I need to put in my dead end first. So I'm going to do that with... we could do a glow lichen. That's kind of like on me. Put that in place. And I reckon actually with momentum, items are going to get caught here, aren't they? So no, let's not use that. Let's use a wall. As it will have a big... I could possibly use a chest, and it might just slip right down. But anyway, you're about to see what I'm thinking here. We're going to get some flame. Get some... Where are they? Here they are. Get some hot coals. Don't want to walk across this stuff. It'll burn your feet. Actually, that's entirely unnecessary. Because we have fire tick off. So I can just do this on stone. Okay, so like I said, just need a wall block. Okay, so the items that go over the hoppers and don't get picked up. Luckily they'll be aligned on the side over to the right. So they'll fall down this gap down here. Except I'm gonna put this a little higher. Yeah, I want it to fall into that space and just get burnt. And that, my friends, I think we're like pretty much there. Like redstoning done, maybe. Crazy, right? Okay, so 1 bit of water there. But the items get caught on that last block of stone if the water stream is not on a curve. Let's have a look. We'll analyze it one more time. Okay. So when they hit this bit here, they're gonna go all the way over like that, and then like this, and then fall down into there. So we are good. I just need to set up the item filters below here. That's another thing that I need to do. Actually, let's go align this a little better. Yeah, I think I'll align the roof like this. Whoops. Okay, so that's part of the item filter, so that bit's still necessary. I think that's almost like that the whole way across. Then we need to do the item filters like 1 block lower now. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. Yeah, when I was talking about the height difference earlier here, it's because of the item filter. Ah, nuts. So our crafter does need to be 1 block lower. That makes everything really awkward, unfortunately. That makes it all super awkward again. Okay, so... Well, that's annoying. Oh, down there again. Whatever. Hey, let me out. Let me out! Ah, it's gotten all a little bit grindy now, hasn't it? All a little bit grindy. Let's go and scoop that water back up. Just wondering if there's something else I could do here. You also need 2 crafters, bone meal then blocks, don't you? Oh, gosh, you're right, yeah. Oh, basically, this end bit here is way more complicated than I'm giving it credit for. This is, I think we're at the point now where if I'd have done this in creative mode, it would have just been done like 10 minutes ago. I like trying to do stuff in survival, but man, it can be slow and painful, right? Dude, these pockets of water are so annoying. They're like the lava pockets in the Nether, except now we got something annoying here in the other world. And another one. This one's way bigger. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Emergency mute. Oof. Oof, that made me sway. Okay, okay. Thank you for the bless yous, much appreciated. One thing that's going to help us here, I think, is not trying to be like super compact for beginners, for starters. So we probably will extend our water stream back this way. I think we probably have to build it in reverse a little bit. I'm getting so annoyed by falling into little holes and stuff constantly. Right, let's patch this one up. This doesn't go anywhere. Dreamy Chef, thank you for your Prime subscription, my dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for the bless yous in chat. Did you mute with your foot pedal? I don't have a foot pedal. I do not have one of those. We can do this. We can get this done. It's just got to think it through a little bit more, I think. There's more of that stuff to get in our way here. It's going to take a while, says Supersonic. Yeah. We've got to think about it a little bit. Think about it a little bit more. The challenge is a bit bigger than I expected it to be. I think clearing out a bit more space would help as well, so... I'm so lazy I could not be bothered to get my shovel. Right, anyway, this space here doesn't really need clearing. I just wanted to remove some of those blocks. It'd be nice to have some more scaffolding, I'll say that. So real of you, says SGT. So real of me? I am Kelpie. Thank you for your Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. What do you mean by that? Hopper down into crafter, then crafter into hopper, etc. You should just drop by 1 then. Not sure. Gnarliax, thank you ever so much for the cheers and biddies. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I was thinking maybe just using a soul sand block to elevate the items could help. Yeah, thank you for those cheers and biddies. Much appreciated. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. You're so real, X, says Livestream. I mean, I hope I am. I hope I'm not just some collective illusion. That would be scary, wouldn't it? I reckon we're going to encounter more water now as I... peel out a bit more space for us to work with. Fortunately, this time it's down here. Oh, and then it's there. Oh, it's annoying me. X, you are not real. Chase the white rabbit. Get out of the matrix. Dang! Well, that was just a movie. You sounded very West Country a moment ago and with that R noise in the name. Oh, right. Real in this context means relatable, X. Relatable. Is that what we're talking about? I'm relatable, I am. Right. Our input needs to be over here. I mean, we can put a barrel there, so it can actually go one block higher, or will be lower. I forget. Down to earth, says Burt Potato. Now you're talking my language. I'm down to earth, man. I'm not up there in the space clouds, homie. I'm real talk, innit, bruv? Spitting spate truths. Because I don't know what that word is. I don't know what word I was just trying to say that came out as spate. I ain't got an answer for you. This looks like more than enough room, doesn't it? I just did a big dig yesterday. Now I'm doing another one, it feels like. He did spake, and the truth was spaketh. And the truth was spaketh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I don't know. Why am I even counting? Like, goes somewhere back here, then we install the item filters. So, let's say it came round at this bit here. Then we got that going on. Then it's where they go underneath, because that's just the filter bit. This time we want to put the filter this side, right? Which we can... If I put the blocks in the right spot, we can see. So the filter can be like here. It can be like here, man. And then it can... Yeah, okay. So now it's going to manipulate that, right? But then it's what to do with this space here. The past tense of sleep is sloop. You slooped? Maybe that's true. Right, I'm going to need some more something or other here. Actually, no, maybe I don't. Like, this one here can actually be, like, on a hopper observer clock, right? And therefore, it could actually point upwards into the next one. This is a curiosity, isn't it? But if I fail, TNT will rain from the heavens above and smite thy who tries to craft with the crafter and fails. Oh. The stakes are so high. Oh, Minecraft will never be the same again. For he who tries to craft the bones with the automation takes on a grave risk of peril and disaster. Oh, can he do it? Can it be done? Will it be automated? Find out next season. On the next episode of whatever the heck this is. Part 2. Right, I'm going to switch to sitting. I've had enough of being stood. I think it's slowing me down now. I am hooked, says Drew Dude. Of course you are. The music commands your attention. Right, okay. Okay. So. We have to power that indirectly, otherwise we'll be powering what's above it as well. Interesting. Interesting little detail. Oh, he's only got 2 observers left. I need a dramatic zoom button for that. Therefore, I need cobble, quartz, and redstone. Observers, thank you. Okay, so a cheeky little bit of automation because I'm lazy. We have that. So this thing just needs to be set up like so. The only thing that ever goes into there is bone. Also, those hoppers are all, like, facing the wrong way, aren't they? It's making a little noise at me, isn't it? Those will be comparators, I believe. Now would be the perfect time for, like, a little tale of remorse or after the battle, you know. And so Xisuma begrudgingly travelled back to the Shire. His redstone allies fallen in battle. A bittersweet moment. Oh, that's so good. This might run the risk of breaking. I've just thought of something that might make it break. Cody Scats, thank you so much for your Prime, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream, all that good stuff. Why did I come back here? I've dug out so much space now as well. Okie doke. What are we doing? What are we doing? Redstone, as always. It's always redstone, isn't it? So, like, we're gonna have blocks in the way is the problem. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Where did it go? Put that there. Then that here. I'm gonna do it like this. We should probably put a couple of composters here as well. So then, that's not where it goes. Anyway. Then we're just back to this circuit, and hallelujah. We might actually be done now. Repair modes, repeater. Right, I'm going to try this with the block there, but, you know, we're going to have to observe this thing in action, basically. Action. Okay, let's, I've been at this project for too long. My brain's a little frazzled now. It's just like, oh my god, are we still doing this? Yeah, I want to get that there. Oh, I could put a third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, another 3. Ow, composters. Possibly. I don't know if it works this way, but can I put composters up there? In which case, I'm going to need a lot of them, right? Like, let's find out. Oh, what was that one filtering again? Wait, am I being... No! No! I took the hopper off. You Wally. You Wally. What am I talking about? The hoppers go there, right. 1 there, 2 over here. Possibly even more than that. Yeah, because we've got those. Okay. Might actually still need a honey block there. Just got a feeling because they're aligned, they want to stay aligned. Water comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I guess we'll put fire here. That's pretty cool. That's on fire. Okay. Right, so now our bucket goes in and all's good in the hood, homie. Love it! Love it! We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting to the location that is contraption complete. Did we have a noise in the ear? Flo Waffles, thank you for your prime. I love the name. Love the name. Thank you for supporting the channel. Right, so we need to go get a bunch of sticks, chests, and probably more hoppers at this point in time, I think. It would be nice to get out of this hole again. But that is, in theory, a working contraption. We now just got to set it up. Chat seems to like the fire. Right now I need to scoot. Painting to do. Cheers for the education, mods, says Laria. Go enjoy your painting. That sounds awesome. Darfree says, xisumavoid! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Who's that? Never heard of him. By the way, we've got 2,500 peeps here tuning in again. Thank you so much for coming by and checking it out. Be sure to hit follow here on Twitch. Make sure you follow me. Xisuma Says video coming out in half an hour on the Xisuma Says channel. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go visit my link tree. Here you can find links to all sorts of other stuff that I've done. If any of it interests you, then, you know, everything's in one place. You can find my music there as well. If you haven't checked out my music before, you can find the Xisuma Says channel. And, yeah, I hope you go check it out. But, yeah, linktree.xisuma.co. It's a great way to get to all the different stuff that I do. What is Xisuma gonna say, says Ezra Manning. It's a clip from our stream where we talked about the naughty episode title and the new EFO law. Shameful plug, says Drew Dude. Shameful? I'm not ashamed. Jeez. I'm close to not being able to buy the face reveal. Okay. Did you ever manage to finish Chants of Sonar? I got the game after you saw it, you stream it, and I loved it so much. No, I didn't actually. I didn't get around to finishing that one as it goes. It's probably, I think, because I know I now need to air quotes cheat. I mean, in a computer game. Oh yeah, I needed more hoppers. You only ever cheat yourself, right? I think what I'm thinking is if I cheat my way through this bit, it's like it's only gonna get harder. So then the next set of challenges gonna feel like they, you know, you're gonna end up just taking the path of least resistance. Loved your interview on the Imp and Skiers podcast. Oh, thank you. I loved going on there. It was awesome to do. I really loved their podcast. One thing to one. Thank you for subscribing with the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's how I felt with Factorio, says Pac-Man Cormick. Yeah, I adore that game, but I kind of understand through watching other people, seeing schematics, like the higher level of playing above where I'm at, where my ability is, and it actually really puts me off playing, which is not a great way to think about it, but there is like a sort of once... The heck was that? Once you've let the genie out of the bottle kind of thing to it. So like once you've seen how all that advanced stuff works, in Factorio it's like you just start playing with blueprints because you know, oh, there's this like blueprint for that. Someone's figured out a really efficient way to do that, and yeah, that's gonna put me off ever playing it again, I think. Factorio only begins once you get robots and blueprints. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're making your own blueprints. Show, homie. Right, let's find that iron supply and make them hoppers. Why don't I see? There it is. Oh, I've got to make a lot of stuff, really, not just this. Okay. Now we get to set it all up, I guess. This music's incredible, by the way. It's a little like off the, it's a little over the top for the kind of vibe I have on my stream, but dang, I love it. Okay, this is like our first bit of like mega redstone going on, really, isn't it? Okay, we got that. We don't need this anymore. Slimes can go in there. Andesite. I think we don't need any glow lichen. Gonna need a lot of redstone, I think. Including redstone torches. Right, so that's that. I feel like a torch would be good for this spot. Because we're going to fill this in now. Right, so here's where we need loads of repeaters, and I've got one, right? I feel some intense crafting coming along now. Maybe I should have got some more sticks. We've got a few more here. 26, dang. Oh look, we need more of these here. That's the full thing. Go around to the back, let's start placing these. I'm out! I need more! Alex, quick question about storage rooms. How do you avoid the lag? You know, these questions about lag, I think they kind of like misunderstand something a lot of the time. Like, everything in the game causes lag. Like, you, the player, are a source of lag. Right? Oh look, these blocks that I've just... Well, maybe not these blocks. These are so minimal, but you know. Everything that runs in your world has a cost. The computer has to calculate stuff. Oh, I can't get to where I want to go from up here. You can't avoid adding stuff and it not having some form of impact, right? It's just not doable. This is how we have to place these now, I think. And then as we do that, does that mean I also need to place these? Because they're going to be awkward to get into? Yep. Okay, so now we need to go make comparisons. So like everything you do, like every shulker box I put down, it puts some sort of strain on the game. Now not everything is equal. So some things do more than others. And some things do things to the server as opposed to the client. So like, there are some practices you could do. But like with such a like broad question like that, it just sort of shows that there's like an ignorance to the specifics, I guess. Like, because if you ask me a specific question, should I put a furnace on top of my hopper or a composter? It shows like an understanding that you can do that to actually reduce the impact of the hoppers. So there's a question I can give you a more insightful answer about. But otherwise, you know, I'm not actually sure what to say because it's such a general question. And perhaps kind of shows that, like, it's not really understood. Like, a storage room as a source of lag, well, if you build one with tons of redstone contraptions in, that's different from one that's just chests, that's different from one that's just barrels. For example. Okay, let's get these put to get 5. Wait, what was the... I thought I just... Oh no, I never actually crafted them, that's why. Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it? Dang, X, tell it to them straight, why don't you? I don't know what you mean by that, but like, am I not making sense? Like, when the question is so broad, like, what do you answer? I don't know what this person means. Like, is their storage room just a bunch of chests? Or does it have a bunch of redstone in it? Like, what sort of contraptions are they? Are they full of clocks? Are they full of intensive things? Or is it just some basic stuff that activates every now and then? Like, I don't know what to say because it's such a generalist question, and it kind of potentially indicates a lack of understanding, which is why I'm trying to explain like how to think about it, because where we've learned that certain things impact the game in particular ways, I think we've also perhaps lost sight in the conversation that everything actually impacts the game one way or another. It can't be avoided. So I'm just trying to provide an answer that tells you how to ask a better question, let's say. Right, now I need to put one here, and the annoying thing is there's water up there. Risky maneuver. It paid off. Unless that comparator is like misaligned. Oh yeah, I got free cam. I forgot about that. There you go. Right, looks like this last bit here weren't set up properly at all though, was it? Oh no, it's just because I haven't put everything else in yet. Right, a torch in this area would just be delightful, really, wouldn't it? How about a couple of them? Oh, whoops. And now we need more stone again. Back around we go. Wait, what happened here? How did that get placed there? I don't know. X, are you planning on using armor trims? I don't know why, but I never just feel like using armor trims. I don't know. I don't think they're that appealing to how I play. I really hope there isn't something I've overlooked and now I have to go and rebuild all of this, because that would suck. So, item filters are now set up and ready to go, with exception to that. And actually, no, I'm wrong. We need torches. Oh, yeah, and I keep making them and losing them. Xisuma, does waxing signs lower lag? I would guess not. Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think it would at all. But, putting colour and using glow ink on signs is not optimal. The way in which it renders those things, it creates a larger render cost when you add colour and glow ink to a sign. But, like, how much, right? Like, imagine you open a test world, you put 1,000 signs in it, okay, your frame rate's good, then you put all glow ink and dye on it, and your frame rate's the same, right? Or does it tank it? Like, some things in this game take a big performance hit, and other ones we're just talking about like slight differences. You know, there's a lot of variance, and it depends on your system that you're running as well. Like if you're running a beefy computer, you'll probably handle stuff that makes another computer, you know, show signs of stuttering or something. Niam is messaging. What's this question? Do you equate a lack of understanding with ignorance? I usually equate ignorance with being deliberate. Ah, I see. Can ignorance be deliberate? Yeah, ignorance is a lack of understanding of something. I think ignorance is something very important to be aware of, like one's own ignorance. I think a lot of us have an instinct to exert a sort of knowledge on our surroundings, and I think that's a deep survival instinct because, you know, the one who is confident about their surroundings is probably more likely to survive and progress than a person who was unsure and second-guessing things, right? Like, that's a little bit of evolutionary psychology, just a theory, just a thought. But in this day and age, things are different. And so when we talk about, you know, big topics and ideas and things that are way beyond the basic needs of survival, understanding ignorance's involvement in whatever it is you're talking about, I think is important for you as a person to be aware of, like, your ignorance, maybe the ignorance of others, but ignorance isn't a crime, right? Sometimes I think it gets talked about a little negatively. Like, when you were born, you were ignorant to a lot of the world until you were taught about things. But there's so much knowledge out there to be known. No one person can know it all. So how do we decide where our bounds of ignorance are and where we need to maybe listen to someone else who does know? Oh wait, do I have the iron to craft these? What we'll do is just craft up some from here. I think that's going to be enough. Okay, and an anvil. Okay, hashtag filter is what I like to do. I missed that series where old Mango would test how laggy things are. That was a good series, yeah. That was helpful information. So arrows, right? For the first 3. Followed by rotted flesh. Somehow I don't have that. I missed Old Mango, says Flo Waffles. I realised the other day that he hadn't uploaded in ages. Went to his channel, it had been quite a while. I've heard from Doc, though, that he's fine. He just decided to move on and do something different with his life, which actually, like, I think is great. I liked Old Mango's content. I thought he was awesome. But he was clearly very bright. And it did make me wonder, like, you know, some people, okay, playing computer games for a living and entertaining people, good. But, like, it always felt like he could perhaps offer more to the world through doing something different. That's just what I thought, you know. Like, you're that smart, you're that intelligent. Okay, you can figure the inside out of this game really well, but, like, what if you were doing physics or maths or something, right? That's what I always used to think. Just, you could possibly be offering the world so much more. So I was kind of, in a weird way, I was kind of glad to hear that, like, he was working on something big that wasn't, you know, a computer game, right? I was like, you know, good for you. I don't know, I have no idea how Il Mango feels about it. That's just me saying stuff, isn't it? Right, the last one was redstone, and I made exactly the right amount of filters. Oh no, actually we got a few more around the corner. I was so surprised to see Sethbling coming back, but that gravity block thing he came up with is just insane. Yeah, Sethbling returning was nice. I really like, sometimes you just forget what it is you like about a creator. Like, I always love Seth's content, but the thing I really like is just how to the point he is with explaining stuff. There's no filler. Like, he's really good at articulating, like, what's what. And, I wouldn't go as far as to say I understood all the stuff he was showing, but, like, he certainly knew how to, like, go through it one point at a time and make it make sense. And, yeah, Seth's been gone, like, a long time, but a welcome return, of course. I think no matter what your intelligence, if you enjoy whatever you do, then that's important, says HJ Sims. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But, do you know what I mean? It's like, some people have the potential to do stuff that really helps society. And when you see someone like that not doing that, of course they have the freedom to choose to do what they want. Right? And they'll have their own internal reasons for doing what they want. You know, you can't tell someone to be someone different. But just from the outside looking in, you get this feeling of, like, you could be doing something, you know, something different that could really, like, benefit other people. And just purely because the fact that Ilmango is clearly smart, I used to often think that of him and his content was kind of like, this is amazing, but like what if you were doing stuff like this with IRL, you know? Real world consequences. If you're doing some amazing things. Right, I believe that the farm is ready to be turned on. I don't have a way to turn it on from down here, unfortunately. Yeah, let's make a bit of a mess. Actually, I could do it this way for a little bit, couldn't I? I could just do it sort of manually. Oh, I never renamed those iron bars that I put in. We'll just, I'll come back to that later or something. Yeah, let's pick this stuff up and go chuck it in. So we'll do a little bit of a manual test for now. Oh, that's that. Okay, this is the big test. We're starting with the big one, right? Well, that's a good sign. The only thing that might happen here is that this might be too slow. That's the one concern I have, is that it might end up being too slow. So they got bones on the front. I'm going to leave it like that because everything else is an item. But yeah, you'll pick up bone blocks instead. Test-worthy music. Now it fits. Oh yeah, some of this stuff will actually just get, like, potentially destroyed because, like, the item filters will fill up too quick. Because I'm putting in more than the farm is going to pump out. So that's not the way to do this, actually. So let the farm run. Rightio, rightio. Time to tidy away some of this madness, really. Is there any space here? I guess a lot of this can get figured out at another point in time. So quartz will go in the ender chest. Torches will. Need to fill that back up with water. That goes in an ender chest. Okay, then what else in here is stuff to be sorted away, I guess. And then everything else here, I think pretty much that goes in the ender chest. Pretty much, yeah. Hang on, let's get some music rolling again. Right, let's go tidy up. Flint and steel. Quartz in this one. Glow ink if you got room for it. Light sources. And then that's kind of us. Lost Prophet asking if I'd ever release a vinyl on my music. Very unlikely. I don't really want to distribute it through physical means. So, you know, you never know where things end up going, though. But as of right now, just where I'm at, I don't want to do a vinyl release of my music. Just want it to be easy to stream, basically. Okay. Job well done, really, isn't it? I can't believe how long that took me, though. Just, oh, this game is like that. You got this list of jobs, and, you know, the other one that I was thinking about doing, I could easily see taking a couple of hours as well if it didn't go quite to plan. But this appeared to, so now we run the test of just AFKing, really. We've been in this area overnight, and while I'm streaming today to help the copper age. I've got to go one more floor. And that means this thing's been running for a long time. Whew! Oofta. I don't know why it gets so many seeds. I can't figure out how it gets so many seeds. Unless one of the LAs, although I'm pretty sure I double-checked the other day. That's got wheat. Dude, have you actually got seeds? No, you got wheat as well. I don't know how this thing gets so many seeds. I just don't understand it. But it does. And I'm holding on to them. I might need it for something. Supersonic Nice Boy says, how long have you been streaming? 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, I might need these for something, so I'm kind of holding on to them. And yeah, we need a storage system. That's coming soon, you know? That's a WIP. Peeps, I hope you've been entertained. Today I've definitely gone over my stream time limit, so I'm going to have to bounce. I'll look for another channel to raid today. If you're thinking of heading out of here and have not checked out my music before, go look up Soulside Eclipse. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think. Send me a tweet. That's a great way to let me know. But yeah, I'm going to go look for a channel to raid right now, as that's all I've got time for. So we've reached the end of the stream. No one on Hermitcraft, sadly, is streaming, so gonna send you to Pixel Riffs today. Let's line that raid up. Yeah. Alright, stick around for a Pixel raid, and I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.